Okay, so I think that this movie is very underrated for the movies of 2025. This movie is actually one of my top 10 favorite movies of this year. Yeah, I like this movie a lot. Guys, welcome to the video. Welcome to the movie review to Drop. All right. And speaking of drop, don't forget to drop that like button, drop that comment, subscribe, and share. All right. So, um, this is a really good movie. I highly recommend watching this movie. I saw this on Peacock, but you can watch it on Amazon as well. But on Peacock, it's free, so I watched it there. Uh, so let's get into it. So basically, it's about this single mom, all right, and she had a really bad past with her ex-husband. He was abusive to her and her son, and it's been years since that event happened. Very traumatic for the both of them. So her sister says, hey, you should get back on the market. You got, dating people, meeting guys. So she meets this guy on this dating app. I don't know if it's Tinder or Bumble, but they meet on this app, and he said, hey, meet at this restaurant. All right. So the sister, she ends up watching her son. He's like very, very young. And then she goes to the restaurant. All right. So this restaurant is very, very lavish, fancy. It's a very nice upscale restaurant. And I think it's inside of a hotel. And I've seen restaurants like this, especially in Orlando. Definitely Atlanta. And I'm pretty sure Miami has restaurants like this as well. There's restaurants, there are high-end restaurants that you can go to, but they're inside of a very nice hotel. So it's in that location. I don't remember exactly where this movie takes place. I don't know that part. All right. But yeah, so nice restaurant. She gets there, and she's waiting for the guy to show up. And as she's waiting for the guy to show up, she runs into certain people. Say, oh, first date, I like your outfit. You look nice and stuff. She meets this one person. She's at, they think they recognize her. She's like, oh no, I'm not so-and-so. And the person's on a blind date and whatnot. And then she meets the guy, finally shows up. The guy that she's on the date with, he reminds me of a guy that I interviewed with. I met at a job a couple years ago. He reminds me like how he looks and sounds like just like him. So they meet, and this movie is very like suspenseful. It's a thriller. I was like on the edge of my seat, like, oh man, like what's about to happen next? All right, so and the food looks really good too. So they're having dinner, talking, getting to know each other, right? And then she gets a airdrop, all right, like a drop message, hence the name Drop for the movie. And at first it's like she ignores it because it's like, oh, maybe it's a joke, someone just messed with me. And then it gets serious, and then she finds out that this person is threatening the life of her son and her sister, making things harder for her, and wants to take things to the next level, telling her to do things. And it gets very serious. And she's panicking, she's freaking out. She does not know what to do. And she can't really say anything because the person said, like, don't be doing nothing because I'm going to do this. And not going to be nice. The movie makes you think it's this person, it's that person, it's the date, it's this guy, it's her, it's the waiter, it's the musician. The movie makes you think it's all these different people, right? And there's a specific guy in here that the movie makes you think it is, and you're like, okay, it's definitely him. It's 100%. He's the one sending this message. He's the one threatening her. Towards the end, you find out who the person really is, and you're like, oh, okay, it was that person the whole time? I didn't see it coming. Now, if you watch the movie, you probably like, okay, I saw that coming. I did not see that coming. I was like, oh, okay, it was this person the whole time. And when I saw it, it was this person. I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense because how things went from the beginning, and you'll see, like, you're like, okay, it was this person. But yeah, I'll say this, it's definitely someone in the restaurant that's messaging her, okay? It is definitely a person in the restaurant that's threatening her and then her kid and her sister, okay? But you don't know who exactly, all right? And you'll see who it is towards the end. But yeah, she's doing a lot of different stuff. The person is telling her to unalive her date, to hide certain information. Don't say anything. Be quiet. I'm gonna take out your son and your sister, and don't move. Don't change tables. Don't change locations. Stay where you are. I'm watching everything. It's crazy. It's nuts. So I like this movie a lot. Like I said, it's very underrated. Definitely go watch Drop. The woman that plays in this movie, I like her. She's pretty attractive. She plays in White Lotus, which is also a good show that I watched this year. It's a funny show too, but yeah, she's in the season 2 of White Lotus. But yeah, I like the actress in here. Let me see what else. And then there's a fight scene towards the end, very dramatic. And then there's another fight scene at her house. So it's just crazy, man. And this movie, like, you know, it makes you think, like, you got to be careful about who you let in your space, who you let in your house, because you don't know people's intentions. I'm not saying you can't let anybody in your space, in your house, but just be aware, mindful, like whether that be strangers, service people, family, friends. Like, you got to be careful, okay, like who to trust, who not to trust. Because, you know, I've seen this movie, I mean, even with dating, you gotta be careful with dating, because the dating game in this time, very dangerous. You gotta be careful. So just be aware of that. So I'm gonna give this movie a solid 9 out of 10. Solid 9 out of 10. Really good movie. Definitely go watch the movie. Like I said, it's on Peacock and it's on Amazon Prime. Would I watch it again? Not really. Not because I don't like it, but because it's very simple and it's very, like, I already know how it ends and it's straightforward. But it's a really good movie, and I think it's very underrated. And it's definitely in my top 10 movies of 2025. And I did wish I saw this movie in theaters. I will say that. I do wish I saw this movie in theaters because it's really good. But yeah, guys, so that is my review to Drop. Please drop a comment. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right. Peace.